Welcome to the Red Circle Club. Tonight's entertainment is spectacular. Viggo has sent his forces ready for a great show. Yusuf is still in the VIP room, blissfully enjoying life. John sneaks in like a ghost, pointing his gun at the bodyguard watching the VIP entrance. The bodyguard is John's old acquaintance. After a short chat, John refrains from shooting and the bodyguard steps aside like a pup. And just like that, John sneaks into the changing room, dispatching a guard like a ninja. Before kicking off John is eager to get Yusuf's dog friend, Victor, to reveal his whereabouts, and Victor happily spills the beans. However, John is not going to let this guy get away with it, since he is the very one who caused harm to his beloved puppy. Then, John barges into the VIP room without any hesitation. Under the watchful eyes of 100 cameras, John starts his killing show. Just as he analyzed the security, a bodyguard unexpectedly spots him, and they turn the skirmish into an accidental family reunion. Yusuf sees John and nearly jumps out of his skin, while John unleashes his firepower, taking out Yusuf's entire front line. While John is occupied with wiping out his enemies, Yusuf quickly flees, and upon hearing the chase music, John feels as if he has returned to the rhythm of playing a video game. At this very moment, John once again switches on his God-slaying mode, subjecting the highly motivated and combative Yusuf to a life and death trial. Yusuf makes a frantic dash to the street, diving into a car just in time to escape. Meanwhile, John takes a bullet, but shrugs it off thanks to his bulletproof vest. In a fierce fight with Viggo's top guard, John stumbles and, seeing the target flee, decides to retreat. Subtitles: John, who is injured, chooses to head back to the Continental Hotel at the first opportunity. Subtitles: Charon, the receptionist, calmly tells John a doctor, an Asian, awaits upstairs. The doctor stitches up John's wounds, and lo and behold, it's a character from The Matrix who's quite the looker. What a crossover. After downing a whiskey, John decides to take a quick nap in his room. On the opposite rooftop, Marcus, John's friend, peers through a sniper scope at John. As he pinpoints John's origin, someone slips into his room. Knowing Marcus' skill level, that shot would hit the mark every time. He's giving John a heads up, danger is coming. According to the rules, assassins can't work in hotels, but Viggo dangled a $4 million carrot, making it hard to Unfortunately, Perkins proves to be a bit outmatched and is swiftly subdued by John's lock technique. To save her skin, Perkins reluctantly rats out the big boss, revealing Viggo's hideout to John. After getting the intel, John isn't interested in Perkins' life anymore and simply knocks her out. The next morning, John, who was slightly healed from his injuries, makes his way to the church, all set to stir up some trouble. Faced with the welcoming priest, John immediately drew an assault rifle and dragged him to the underground vault. After effortlessly taking care of the two guards, the priest, upon seeing this, promptly inputs the code to open the vault door. After John set free two terrified financial staff members who were in a state of extreme fear, he didn't hesitate for a moment and promptly threw out a Molotov cocktail, setting Viggo's small treasure vault ablaze. Viggo rushes to the church upon hearing the news, but little does he know, John has been waiting here, ready for Viggo asks John if a car and a dog justify such trouble, angering John. Because that's no ordinary dog, it's John's beloved pup. But alas, he's bound and helpless. Viggo could have finished him off with a bullet, but instead, he orders his man to suffocate John with a plastic bag. However, just when it seemed hopeless, a sniper bullet flies in to save the day. Marcus to the rescue. He posed as a bounty hunter for Viggo, but really, he's here to protect his body. Subtitles: Seizing the opportunity, John launches a counter-attack and engages in a desperate, life-and-death hand-to-hand fight with Viggo's ace bodyguard. Ultimately, John forcefully dashes out of the warehouse, making a beeline directly for Viggo. And at long last, Viggo is successfully taken down. Faced with the KSG threat, Viggo knows he can't escape, so he grits his teeth and spills the beans about his son's hiding place. It's truly the perfect demonstration of the bond between parents and children, isn't it? How understated. Meanwhile, Yusef is in his safe house, quaking in his boots, grateful that while it's heavily guarded by Viggo's men, John is being smart this time around. John calmly takes out the surrounding guards and grabs a walkie-talkie, positioning himself like he's in a first-person shooter. When he presses the bomb switch, the enemy's escape route is instantly cut off. Bo Yusef, now completely terrified, barely gets a few steps before John takes him down with a bullet. No messing around, John goes straight for Yusef's life, avenging his beloved pup. Subtitles. After having exacted his revenge, John is preparing to check out from the hotel. However, the receptionist, Sharon, appears somewhat dissatisfied and presents him with a brand new, gleaming sports car. After leaving the hotel, the first thing John does is seek out Marcus to thank him for his timely assistance. Marcus earnestly advises John to take this opportunity to retire for good, warning him not to get lost in the bloodshed. Not far off, the female assassin Perkins watches the two with a cold glare, plotting her next move. That night, when Marcus returns home alone, he finds his house has been invaded and no surprises there. The culprit, the assassin Perkins, who has been pulling the strings, Viggo tortures Marcus, believing he betrayed him. In his fury, Viggo shoots Marcus several times, ending his life, and arrogantly calls John to taunt him. John, upon hearing, spins his car and races to Marcus, only to find him dead.